Hi everyone and welcome to this conversation. My name's Jono. I manage the Lancaster and Morecambe District Church's Debt Centre for CAP. And it's my real privilege to be chatting today with Luke. Luke, do you just want to share a little bit about kind of who you are and how we know each other?
Yeah, my name's Luke. I live at home with my wife, my 3 kids. I work for an agency called Kedleston that looks after children in care. I first come into contact with Jono through Home Start, who referred me and my wife to Christians Against Poverty to help us with our debt. Was really grateful that Jono came round, introduced himself, was really helpful, explained how CAP works, helped us with our plan. We've been going to church and messy play that the church have got on with Jono and a few of his colleagues. And as a whole, just CAP and the church that Jono attends has helped me and my family immensely. We've nearly finished our CAP journey, which has been really good. I'll move. And yeah,
Don't worry.
it's been really good. It's been really good. It's helped us, and yeah, we've nearly done it. So
yeah. So we first met. It was over a year ago now, I think. Probably over a year ago, actually.
Yeah.
Do you want to just, as much as you're happy to share, Luke, do you want to share a little bit about kind of what brought you to come into contact with us? Maybe if you're happy to share any specific details, that's fine.
Yeah.
Kind of,
yeah.
and how that felt for you guys as a family at that time when you were in the midst of it all.
Sorry, me and my wife, we got our first flat together in Morecambe, and we had a house fire. Our tumble dryer set on fire, ruined everything. It was 2 months before we got married, and that's how we got into a lot of debt, really, through taking loans out to help us with a wedding. It just all snowballed. Like we lost a lot of things that I had to replace. So yeah, it was just, there was no end in sight, basically.
Yeah.
So then when we got referred to CAP, and you give us a plan and a rundown of everything, what we need to pay, and how much expenses there is, we saw a light at the end of the tunnel, and we've kept to that plan, and we're nearly done.
Yeah. You guys have been awesome.
2 more payments left.
Yeah. Well, that's it. And it's fantastic. And I think there can sometimes be a misconception around debt, in as much as people can assume it must be just bad management or your own fault, or, you know, there's that stigma attached, isn't there? And I know a lot of people blame themselves quite extensively for the position they're in, even if it's not their fault. And it was so clear from meeting you guys that, you know, you're really responsible. You actually manage your money really well, but it was just this complete, like, unforeseen thing that, you know, would be, you know, it's the sort of thing you think, oh, that'll never happen to us.
It got you like that house fire was the main cause of was the start, if you know what I mean, of mine and my wife's debt, which it was unforeseen. You couldn't have helped it, but it was there.
Yeah.
And like, we didn't know, we were trying our best to pay stuff off, but then there was more and more coming through the post, and it was just like, we're going to be in debt for the rest of our lives. But now, you know, we're not. But we didn't even know about you guys. You know what I mean? So if we didn't get referred, then we don't know where we'd be now.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's helped me a lot, and I can't thank you guys enough, to be fair.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, no, we're really grateful to have met you guys as well. You know, one of the beautiful things about the service I find that we offer is that we don't just kind of blitz in, give you the advice and disappear again. You know, I
No,
love
no,
the fact
you're
that,
right there next to us. You're on the end of the phone. Like if we have any queries or any other debts that come through the door, you'll say, "Don't worry, just let us know, and then we'll solve it." So
yeah.
yeah, any problems, you've been on the end of the phone and been really supportive. Not just you, but other people from CAP.
Yeah, and I know that you guys, there's been a few different people, hasn't there, from the church as well, who have been with me
Yeah,
on visits or who've kind of made friendships with you guys. I know you've kind of shared lifts together, and the kids have met up and
yeah,
played together, and it's just been I think that is as much as the help as obviously
yeah.
the debt stuff's
It's
kind of the
great as
crucial
well.
help, but you know,
Yeah, because it's like you're like one big family. If you know what I mean. So it's like an extended family as such. My boys love going to messy play in the church and fun day that we had. That was great. Whoever joins CAP and goes through your service, it's like a weight's lifted off your shoulders, and it's just amazing.
that's
So,
incredible. Thank you. And um, yeah, I suppose I was going to ask you, and you kind of said it already, but you know, what would you say to people if there's someone watching this who maybe knows either themselves that they're struggling, or there's a family member or a friend or a neighbor nearby that they kind of see is really struggling, maybe particularly at the minute with all the unknowns that the coronavirus has
yeah,
placed on people's finances, and I imagine that things are going to be all over the place for a few months yet,
yeah.
not years yet, as a result of it all. What would you say to people who are kind of struggling or in the position that you guys were in?
Um, just don't be afraid to ask for help. Um, CAP as a whole are really understanding, lovely people over the phone. They'll set you up a plan. As long as you stick to that plan as much as you can, then you will get through it. And me and my wife didn't think we'd be at this point when we started because it was that much. We had that much debt, but you guys have helped us. We've supported each other, me and my wife. But you can get through it, and you will get through it if you stick to what the CAP plan. And yeah, you'll get through it. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah,
Oh, that's fantastic, mate. Thank you for your honesty and your willingness to share with us. We really hope this little video has given you a little bit of insight into the work that we do, the kind of stuff on the ground. And I know that a lot of you watching will have heard about us in your churches, or you'll have seen about the work that we do. But actually, yeah, we just hope this video gives you a bit of insight into a real life story of the way that yeah, hope and life has been brought into a situation that seemed hopeless and lifeless at times.
yeah,
And I'm so grateful to be able to call Luke and his family my friends. And that's the beauty of this
me too.
service. You know, yeah,
Yeah, it's great, and you don't realize that um, you do gain friends and you gain knowledge if you come to groups that CAP put on or the church puts on. You do speak to people that's been in your situation or are going through the same thing, so you can both talk to each other, support each other, and yeah, you just get through it as a whole. And it's just yeah, it's great. You've helped the CAP and the church have helped us out amazingly.
that's awesome, mate. Thank you so much for your time. We
Oh,
really appreciate you. We really value you. And yeah, can't wait to see you in person at some point.
exactly, yeah.
Whenever we're allowed to do that.